Well, I hope you can see me and hear me. I had a few issues with trying to get things up and running, um, but hopefully it's working. I see Maggie, you said hello everyone. Can you please let me know if it's working on your end? And I will continue. I am a little bit frazzled today. I spent the day watching my grandson play hockey in provincials and then rushed home so I could be here in time. And I'm not sure if it's working now. So hey Pam, can you see me? Please let me know if everything is working right on your end. I um I am gonna just check YouTube with the hopes that it's working. Good here. Thank you. Okay, I'll keep going. I was talking about being frazzled today. My name is Marilyn, Stamping Creations with Marilyn, and I come to you every Thursday night from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, to share some tips on crafting and card making that I love doing. As you can see behind me, I have all kinds of supplies, and I'm very sad when I don't get to use them all, but I really try hard. But today I was at Jack's Hockey for the day, two different games. They won both of them, which was really nice. But then I hurried home to be here, and then of course my computer setup didn't work quite right, so that was a little frustrating. But I kind of felt like, have you ever watched that cartoon where the road runner and he runs and runs and runs and runs and then goes splat? And that's kind of what I felt like. Well, hopefully things will work out. I can see people coming on, so good to see you, Roz, Bonnie, Maggie, Pam, all of you. Yes, please say hi, keep chit-chatting. And if you like what I do, share, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that bell so you get notification. Because I do like to share things with you. I shared a short video earlier this week showing you how to navigate the new Stampin' Up! Website and get to the last chance list. And if you haven't been there, please go and check it out because things are selling out. And one of the products I'm going to use tonight is already on that last chance list. So I will try to keep track of your questions as I go and answer them. And if I don't answer your question, I will certainly go back to it afterwards when I can see it later and let you know the answer then. So I'm going to flip to my desktop and start out by showing you some of my new products I've got. Have you, eh, if you're a demonstrator, and I know a lot of you on here are, have you done your pre-order and what did you get? These are the new magnetic stamp pads that, well, they only come magnetic with the new in colors. So these are the new in colors. And of course, I had to open the blue one first. They're easy to open. They snap shut. And when you stack them together, they all are magnetic, so they do stick together. So some gorgeous colors there. I will be doing lots with those in the future. And I did get the 2026-28 in color dot. They are beautiful. Pearlized, I would say pearlized look. Um, and so I'll be using those. And I got my catalogs. Can't show you the inside, even though, like I say, a lot of you are demonstrators, but you have access to it the same way I do. But it is full of all kinds of goodies. I will be doing a paper share. I know some of you have subscribed to that already. I thank you. And in that, you will get 126 pieces of designer paper 6x6. So a great way to start and get samples of each. And if there's some you really like, of course, you can order your own then. So catalogs, if you asked for them on earlier and wanted them mailed, I've already subscribed to the Stampin' Up! Website to have them mailed out to you. The ones I have here for pickup, I haven't quite got ready yet because I want to put some labels on them. And of course, like I said in the beginning, hockey provincials are taking priority right now, so it'll be a few days before those are ready. So vellum is what I want to work with tonight and show you. Bonnie, I had the stamp pads on my order and they took them off. That doesn't make sense, really. We'll talk about that later, Bonnie. I'll maybe get in touch with you and see if I can figure out what happened with that. So One of the things that is on the last chance list is these. Oh no, the glare is really bad. Let me look at this way. Beautifully adorned ephemera pack. And last week for our Zoom with friends, I made this card. Thank you, Miran, for the design of it. And I used this and these pieces all from this ephemera pack. So you can use it for that. They're not adhesive. You do have to put adhesive on the back of them, but they work well for adorning things like that. And sorry, just reading. Roz, my pre-order arrived Tuesday. In addition to the most of the new in color products, I bought a few bundles. Good for you. Good for you. I have now ordered a bundle because I'm part of a card swap that I have to have new product in for that. But otherwise, I've ordered the paper, and just kind of that's my thing, is to order the paper usually. So these are gold and on vellum. So I thought, what a great way, and you can see I've taken a few out, but lots of different pieces to just punch out and add to things. There's 6 different sheets with different designs on each of them that punch out. And I want to show you what I did with the first ones that I used. So there you can see the 6 of them. And some of them have gold on this side and some of them do not. So if you're interested in that, like I say, it was on the last chance list. And I do believe it was discounted. Not everything on that list is at a discounted price, which you have to pay attention to. If you, pardon me, if you're looking for dies and stamps that were a bundle, they might still be a bundle, but they might be cheaper for you to buy them individually off the last chance list. So just keep that in mind. So these are punched out of there. You can see they have gold on them. And to color vellum, usually what I suggest doing is turning them over and coloring on the back. And you can, when you do that, you can color within the lines, or you probably don't really need to, because on the other side, I can show you that, the gold is already making the lines, so you don't have to stay in the lines. So I'm just going to color the inside a little bit darker and use the wide brush of my blends. And it's going to be kind of like a watercolor look anyway. Well, maybe I'll do this piece too. And it takes a while to dry on vellum. If you've done vellum coloring before, please hop on and give us your experiences as well. But I really like the looks on the other side. So I'm going to, this is my Blackberry Bliss. I wanted a dark color so it would show for you. So I'm just going to color the rest in the lighter, and then we can use it on a card. The other thing that I like doing with vellum is heat embossing. And I've got a couple samples of that to show you. You do the same, you do that heat embossing the same way as any other, only be careful when you go to melt the glimmer, I'm going to call it, the embossing powder, because vellum is a little bit thinner than your cardstock. So use your lower temperature on your heat tool for doing that. I'm not going to show you that part tonight, but so there is my flower with darker and lighter. And Maggie, you like my card? Thank you. Then on my leaves, I'm going to take the Pretty Peacock. Again, just grab some colors because I want them to show up. And I'm going to color the same way on the back. And then add a little bit with the dark to give it some dimension. And as always with blends, you can come back and add more color if you want, but I just liked how this worked. I do have a card done already with this, and I'll explain what I planned on doing with this one. The other thing that problem that Vellum gives us, I'm going to say, oh, Pam, yes, you can heat emboss, you just have to be careful with it, is how you put adhesive to hold it on your cards. And I watched a video with someone, and I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, and she was using, I think she called it a scrapbooking adhesive roll. It looked like, to me, a roll of masking tape, only I can't hardly see my dark pieces on the back of there. You can see a little bit that it's colored. So that it's just a very soft, because vellum is soft, going to make your project soft. Anyway, this lady was using a roll of this tape on the back of her vellum pieces and then putting it down. So tonight with these, what I'd like to do, and let me know if you've tried this already, I have some pieces of my double-sided adhesive sheets. Yeah, that's what they're called, adhesive sheets. And I've got some little pieces here, and I thought, you know what, maybe I'm just going to let those dry for a few minutes while I do a couple other things. Maybe I can put the adhesive sheet on the back of there, because on my card that I did earlier, this one, and this is another thing I like doing, you can see my dimensionals, even though I put them on the back. So I'm not happy with that. I'll probably still use the card. Would any of you like this card to arrive? When you dry emboss your vellum, it ends up going white, and you can color that, or you can leave it. This is another one I did with a different embossing folder, and in order to put it on, first of all, I put my greeting across, and then I put my adhesive on the back of that area only. So it is loose, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So while this is drying for a little bit, I'm going to take those off of there, because I want to put them on this particular card. This is a 3D embossing folder that I used with the vellum. It's that sand and ivy or rocks and ivy or whatever it was called. I don't have it here in front of me. But because it is a 3D one, just be careful with it, because there are some spots where I can see that it's actually cut right through. And I don't mind that, because I'm planning on putting these on as a decoration. Whoops, sit that way. So that'll happen shortly. The other thing that I've seen done, and Pam would like to get that card. Okay, I'll try to remember, Pam. I'm going to use my blending brushes and my ink pads and just add color to the back of this. So I've done this one through the butterfly, and it's not a 3D. I do have it here. It's just a hybrid. So I did need to use the 3D plate number 4 with it, but it came out without any breaks or anything in it. And I'm going to just add a variety of color. That lady that was using the roll of tape, she was doing this on hers and then covering the whole sheet with the tape, and it appeared to work. But I know somebody, and I don't know if it was one of you who's on here or others. Oh, hi, Karen. There is a tape. It's called a vellum tape. tape runner kind of thing that you can get. I don't have any, and I haven't been searching for it because I've been trying to create with just using what I have. So once you do the sponging on the back, see if you can see it better this way. It shows, again, it's just a very soft color that it adds to it. And it would show up more when you've got it on white. If you put it on the same color, the petunia pop, it kind of blends into the background, but you can see the different layers. So I'm going to add some blue to it. I don't know what color butterflies are in our part of the country, but I'm just going to add some of the blue just on the butterfly, and that's probably going to make it stand out a bit more. And then I'm going to see, first of all, I'm going to try the strips of that adhesive sheets on my flowers, and if they work, I will probably use them on this one as well. So again, just remember that, there, yeah, that shows up more so. I would probably put some Wink of Stella on it, and I can't wait to get those Wink of Stella in color brushes. Those were not available yet, but they will be sometime. So hello, Gail. So let's try now. We've looked at that one, we've looked at this one, we've done some coloring on the back, and of course your blending brushes, you can make it darker if you wanted to. I'm going to take these now and put some of these pieces of the double-sided tape, if I can get them apart. As we all know, the taking them apart is sometimes the hardest thing. Oh, that one even had a split in it, and I didn't realize it. So I know there's been lots of talk about use your scraps, don't throw them away and whatever. Well, I'm certainly, look at my tray full of these pieces. I've saved those scraps for a long time. So I'm going to use my bone folder on here before I take the back layer off, with the hopes that it will adhere properly, and then see if I can get them apart. So while you're waiting, because this could take a while, tell me what you're doing for Easter. We've got Good Friday happening tomorrow and Easter Sunday, and usually it's a lot of family time. Is that what's happening in your part of the... I think, by golly, I think that might work. So I cannot see where the adhesive is for that, so I think maybe we found a solution. But hello, Catherine. So then I'm going to take just a piece of that, try the same thing there, and maybe that's the only trouble, is these things are so small. And I know glue dots do show, because I tried some of them here recently too, so I don't want to use too much of them, but maybe I can put whole pieces of these. So heading to a friend's for Easter brunch. Good idea, Pam. I'm sure that will be fun. Did they do an Easter egg hunt? I know my cousins have for years done an Easter egg hunt. They live on a farm, or she lives on a farm, and the kids hide. They do put the eggs in like a lunch bag, but they make sure there's one for each person, and you can only, like, if you find them, you only bring yours. Like, you don't move somebody else's or whatever. And sometimes it takes them all day to find these. Let's see. Small pieces are not easy with this, you guys. But I was pleased with how it worked. Nothing found for Maggie. Catherine did her pre-order. Couldn't get the new pine green. Couldn't get the ink, Catherine? It's called Peaceful Pine. This one. I'm just curious. I haven't been on the site today because I was at hockey, but I didn't read anything about that. Oh, I read there was something that might be delayed. Maybe that was, and we might not have enough of. I don't remember, but it will be back. I wouldn't worry about that too much. So again, I'm going to do that and then see if I can. The only downside of doing these for adhesive is, of course, you don't have the dimension like you would with dimensionals. So you might want to, I don't mind it on this particular card because I have so much dimension in the background piece. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then bear with me, just one more. Keep chatting. Let us know what's happening for Easter. And keep chatting about the pre-order. If you're not a demonstrator and you're wondering what we're talking about, as demonstrators, we are allowed to pre-order things usually about a month before customers can order them. And that, found a piece that had the split in it. Yeah, I'll do that one. That allows us to get the product and make samples before customers can order, and they can see real live projects then. So you're always welcome to be a demonstrator. Nothing written in stone that you have to do after you get that kit. So if you're interested, just let me know. Oh, that was a little bit too long. Just a sec. Gotta fix it. Gotta do some surgery. And you can certainly see it before you take the other backing off. So I don't want that. So let me know, do you have some of this adhesive sheets and have you used them? I might have to go down here as well. So it works on there. You can't see it from the other side now. And I'm not going to waste your time watching me here, but I'm going to use more back here to adhere it to this card. And I'll probably put a greeting on it. Okay. So another sample that I did is I stamped on the back of it. Therefore, I didn't have to worry about this being wet. And then I did do the heat embossing and attached it. And I did do a die cut behind it just for more color because it was really plain otherwise. And I've got these samples from another class or another video I had done years ago. I should try and find that to link it because maybe there's more ideas I don't remember. But this is another one with the embossing. So you can see you can emboss pretty much solid things. And like I say, just be careful that, hello, Margaret from North Carolina. Welcome. Sorry, I'm just trying to read. Deal of 5, they took it off your order. I would think maybe that's what's happened is that one of them, maybe the green that Catherine mentioned, Bonnie, is not available right now, so you couldn't do the bundle. This is another one that I stamped with StazOn, which we no longer will be having and then colored on the back of it. And that's been my go-to technique for most of it, is to stamp and then color on the back. It's a great idea if you're doing the mirroring image, which you use this sheet for, where you stamp it on here and then turn that over and put it on. But I've got the new black pad, but I haven't had a chance to use it for that. I will try it. This is one that I stamped with just regular ink, and again, colored from the back side. And this one is one of my favorites. It's a retired set, but it had lots of lines, which I did in gold embossing, and then colored individually at the back. And you could certainly get your own special colors that way and whatever with it. So hopefully that's given you some ideas on vellum. Dry embossing, heat embossing, stamping and coloring on the back, just coloring on the back of these kind of things, beautifully adorned ephemera pack, or using your blending brushes, and using just dry embossing, and using something so you could attach it without glue showing. And if any of you have got the adhesive for the vellum, I would like to know where you got it and what you think of it. Please and thank you. So, other questions I don't see as they're coming through. I will go back and read them later. Cards. Oh, I have to show you this. In my box of pre-order things was this card, and it's a thank you from Riverton Order Fulfillment, the where they package our orders. They sent me a thank you card, and I thought that was very nice. So this one again, this is the only other one I do have. I'll explain that in a minute. This one we did in our Zoom with friends on Friday, and I was pleased with the bright colors and everything that turned out with that one. And I did pick up the mail today, and I think there's probably some birthday cards in there, so I'll have lots of cards to share with you next week. So hopefully you're all doing well. I want to wish you all a very happy Easter weekend. And those of you who live close by here in Alberta, I want you to go along with me and just keep hoping that our weather smartens up and we don't have any more snow. I've heard that there was Maggie has the adhesive for the vellum. Can you show us on the stamping? Show us stamping on the silicone mat. Stamping on the silicone mat. For the reverse stamping, Bonnie, you're talking? Basically, yes, it can. You need the right kind of stamp. Just a minute, I'll go reach it. I've got and it's still available. The Notes of Spring, which was the product of the month for, what did we finish? March. Actually, when I was in there yesterday, all the product of the months are still available except December, the blue paper as we call it. Have you seen how I do my stamps? On the thick plastic, when I get them, I use a permanent marker and draw around them so I know where to put them when I put them back. So this is just really quick and showing you, Bonnie, because I wasn't good for this. It's not difficult. Oh. So I've got the silly goose. I'm going to stamp him this direction, and then I'm going to stamp him on my silicone mat. Try not to wiggle it like I just did. And then, because you can see through it, I can lay it about there. Push down on it without, and there I've got my, of course I probably should have had them the other way, but I've got them facing each other. So that's the gist of stamping on there, or you could use your again, where did I just throw that? Your heavy, if you've got some of these left, the heavy one would work as well, just a clear one. Yes, Maggie, doing this is really, I really was pleased with that when I figured it out. So, or actually, I watched somebody do it, but it was a great treat. So, all right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me, and hopefully we'll be back again next week and have something new to share with everybody. Have a great weekend.